Welcome to the Kelly Counts Macros podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Mazdi, and today I will teach you how to track alcohol correctly so that you are not ruining your results. I get asked this question all the time, Kelly, how do I track alcohol when I go out with my girlfriends for happy hour? Or Kelly, I'm going out for wings and beer with the guys. How do I track the alcohol? So this will be part 1 of 2. A new podcast episode drops every Monday, so please be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a single one. On my social media last week, I shared the results of Clubhouse member Shelly Miller. She is a YMCA fitness instructor and was tired of teaching all of these classes and not seeing her muscles. There was too much fluff over them. Now she has revealed them by decreasing her body fat and halting the stress eating in the monthly membership, the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse. She hated looking at her body in the mirror. Go to my Instagram at Kelly Counts Macros, counts with a K, to take a look. Her story is motivating all of my listeners and followers to take action and contact me so that they too can fit into their summer clothes. Inside my monthly Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse membership, I have over 200 men and women in there rocking a boot camp 2.0 and getting rid of the fluff to reveal those toned muscles. Today, we will be discussing part 1 of 2, how to track alcohol. I will give you my easy way to track your wine, seltzers, or beer, or any type of alcohol. And one of the most asked questions inside of the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse in the Shred is how do we track the alcohol correctly? So inside of both the Shred and the Clubhouse, we have alcohol cheat sheets. We also have protein packed snack ideas for days that clubmates do drink. We have meal plans and what to order when going out and how to deal with the drink so that you stop losing and gaining the same 2 to 5 pounds every week. This week inside the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse membership, we made the buffalo chicken rice bowls. It was on the meal plan. As the Clubhouse members enjoy these recipes, they are beyond easy. This one was cheesy, protein packed, and is super simple for meal prep. I had a Clubhouse member message me and say, my husband asked for this to be on repeat every single week. So right now, my Clubhouse members are using my clickable recipes so that the yummy recipes shoot right into the app. They're always family friendly. Kids are begging for more, lots of easy meal prep, and you can always make leftovers for another meal. Once again, the recipes are clickable inside of the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse and shoot right into the app. Another reason why I love the My Macros Plus app. You make the recipe, decide on your portion size, feed your people, done. Always family-friendly meals and desserts inside of the monthly membership. Before we get into today's episode, I wanted to read to you a 5-star review of the podcast. Call Ann Yo says, hit your goals with Kelly. I received coaching from Kelly, and she has helped me develop healthy eating habits. I was worried it would be confusing and unattainable, but I was wrong. She makes it easy and is your biggest cheerleader. Let her help you hit your goals. Thank you, Call Ann Yo. Healthy eating habits are the only way it is sustainable. The way I coach is simple, easy to understand, because that is what busy people need. I always cheer you on and I do hold you accountable. Thank you for this review. By providing a review, it helps me help more people. I'm going to be honest, so many people do not know how to track their alcohol correctly or just don't track at all. Alcohol has a lot of calories and must be accounted for. At Thursday private Clubhouse check-ins, I was talking to a Clubhouse member about her weekend, and we were making her weekend plan. She was tracking her Michelob Ultras wrong by thinking there was only 2.6 carbs because that is what it says on the can. Well, anyone that has been around me or has done macro counting correctly knows that 2.6 times 4, because there are 4 calories per 1 gram of carbs, 2.6 times 4 does not equal the 96 calories that are actually in a Michelob Ultra. So every single weekend by the pool or on the boat, she was blowing herself out of her calorie deficit and wondering why she could not lose weight and was losing and gaining the same 2 to 5 pounds every week. So how do you track alcohol correctly? So how to track alcohol correctly, doing the math when it comes to the calories. Alcohol has 7 calories per 1 gram, and this is very dense, especially compared to the main macronutrients. 1 gram of carbs has 4 calories, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories, 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories, and 1 gram of pure alcohol equals 7 calories. So to track alcohol, we will be allotting these calories to carbs and or fats or splitting between both. You can never substitute alcohol for protein because that's just cheating. If you're using a mix in your drink that has carbs or fat in it or other calories, then the calories left over from the alcohol, you will have to do the math for those as well. So number one, to track as a carb, take the total amount of calories in your alcoholic beverage and divide by 4. Or you can track as a fat. Take the total amount of calories in your alcoholic beverage and divide by 9. Or split between the two. So let's go through some easy examples. If a drink has 200 calories, you could track as carbs. So 200 divided by 4 would equal 50 grams of carbs. Or you could use fats. So 200 divided by 9 equals 22.2 grams of fat. Or you could do a split of both. 100 divided by 4 equals 25 grams of carbs, and 100 divided by 9 equals 11.1 grams of fat. So a lot of times the entries in the apps are incorrect. They only may list the Michelob Ultra as 2.6 carbs, and we all know that 2.6 times 4 does not equal the 94 calories that a Michelob Ultra has. Also, scanning the barcodes may show that a bottle of red wine has 20 grams of carbs, but we know the math now. So 20 multiplied by 4 equals 80. While I know some of you may wish that a whole bottle of red wine was 80 calories, it is not. I also hear a lot of people say, while I drink a dry wine or a red wine, so that's better for weight loss. No, calories are king. Moderation and measuring your alcohol will help you with your weight loss. Dry wine or red wine is not better than any other wine. So using the custom entry in My Macros Plus app to create a custom entry for your favorite summer drink. So let's do another example. Let's do a seltzer, 100-calorie seltzer, such as a High Noon or White Claw. So if you were going to use carbs, you would take 100 divided by 4 and put 25 in the carbs, 0 in the fat, and 0 in the protein. In My Macros Plus app, it actually calculates the calories for you, so you don't have to. If you want to use it in your fats, take 100 divided by 9 and put 11 in the fat, or do a combo of the two. So now that you have your custom entry, you're set for the summer. Anytime you plan and pre-track, hint, hint, those drinks, you can go right to your custom entry and pre-track so that you have success and don't blow your calorie deficit every darn time you drink. You heard me mention measuring your alcohol before. Obviously, it's easier to track something in a can or a bottle, but often the mistake I see people doing is free pouring their vodka. Perhaps their hubby's free pouring their wine, or perhaps the bartender is not using a shot glass. Next thing you know, you have blown your calorie deficit and not realized it. Another mistake I see is when using a shot glass, they enter it as 1 ounce. Now, a shot glass has 1.5 ounces, and so using the shot glass, you would have to account for 1.5 ounces. not 1 ounce. You also measure your wine, or you should be. So you could DIY your own wine glass with a hash mark as to where 5 ounces is. Use a liquid measuring cup so that you can be accurate. That way, when you go out to a steakhouse, out for dinner with your hubby or your wife, you know how much wine is in your glass. Heck, order a wine glass off of Amazon that already has the hashtags and practice at home. And please don't forget that 1 shot is 1.5 ounces, not 1 ounce. So once again, how to calculate macros for alcohol. Step 1, determine the total calorie content for your alcoholic beverage of choice. Number 2, decide whether you want to take the calories away from your carb or your fat or a little of both. Step 3, to take it from carbs, divide the total number of calories by 4. To take it from fat, divide the total number of calories by 9. Step 4, log the appropriate amount of carbs or fats in your app and enjoy your drink. Remembering, if you use the My Macros Plus app to create a custom entry for your drink of choice, and that is a pro tip so that you can pre-track your alcoholic beverages. Thank you all for tuning in. I would love for everyone to share this episode and tag me on my social media so that I can say thanks. Also, leaving a 5-star review on the podcast helps me help more people. Who knows, maybe you will even hear your review here. It's time to get out of your own way, out of your own head. I can help simplify it all because I know you're busy. I know you don't have time. There's so much information out there, it's overwhelming. I know you are entering your info into all these different online calculators and getting different answers. So the September Shred waitlist link will be in the show notes. You deserve to feel better in your own skin. If you aren't already in the free Facebook community, it is called Kelly Counts Macros, counts with a K. Community, everyone is welcome in there. If you have questions, ask in there and tag me so that you stay in the know and expedite your fat loss goals. That wraps up this episode of Kelly Counts Macros. Don't forget to tune into part 2 next week on alcohol. Now go out and keep it simple, and remember, you're always doing better than you think you are.